Welcome back to another episode of Crystal Lake Fishing. As you can see, it is a glass calm day out. We're on Henry's boat. We're scouting out some new spots that he's fished, but he's never dove before. We got the whole crew though. We got Eric, we got Will, we got Matt, we got Evan, we got Henry, we got brother Dale. So it's gonna be a good day. The viz looks a little particly, but we'll see. I'll see you underwater. The viz is really good.
Welcome back underwater, everybody. Today we shoot not only mangoes, I promise. Started off with a pole spear. We're hitting some spots that we haven't hit in a long time. There were actually rocks that Henry had that we ended up realizing we also had and hadn't been to in over a year. The last time we were here was the 4th of July video for 500 subscribers last year. So it's kind of cool to come back to these rocks. Anyway, you get down and you'll see there's like a bunch of hogfish. Most of them look very obviously small, but some of them look like they could be legal. But the reason I'm not shooting them is because shooting those female hogfish, even if they do look legal, most of the time on the West Coast, they are deceptively big. They're not actually legal, and you end up shooting one and going up, and it's short. So I'm sticking with the mangoes. Maybe that's just an excuse that I tell myself so that I can shoot more mangoes. Who knows? But I'm sticking with the mangoes, and I'm just looking for a nice one to start off my day. Find it, and I head up to the surface with it. Love playing around with pole spears. I actually just got a new pole spear from Rife, the Mamba, and that thing is sick. I'll talk about it in a later video for sure. Alright, dive number 2. Not actually. I took like 6 dives after that first fish, just like staring at the mangoes down there, not shooting anything before this dive happens. On my way down, there was also a dive where like I did a third-person view of Matthew going down, and he shot at and missed the like only male hogfish on the rock, but he told me I'm not allowed to post that one, so I'm not posting it. It was funny though. Okay. Look at those big snot particles that were going on there. They ended up getting way worse at the next spot, you'll see. But I'm looking around on the rock. On that dive that I had gone down and, like, third person Matthew, I saw a red grouper hanging out there. And this was filmed way before red grouper closed. And I see it again. And he gets all wrapped up. I end up having to take 3 or 4 dives to recover him. But you can see him. You can see his face there. And he freaks out again. He kind of wrapped the cable around a bunch of stuff back in there. Coming down to recover it, making sure I'm not getting tangled in my own belt reel line. This is the last recovery dive. So this is like the 4th or something. Reaching all the way up under there. And I finally kind of figured out where his head was. I can see him in that hole there. Just working him out, and there he is. My last red grouper of the season right there. Alright, so after this, we end up switching spots, which we're gonna do that now. Heading over just to a nearby rock. And as soon as we get there, I'm down on the spot. Don't see that many good fish, but I'm doing my grunting, and there's a shark right there. I come up, I'm like, yeah, there's a shark down there, and we switch to another one. Grab my marauder this time. Done playing around with the pole spear, and I head down to see if I can't get me a nicer fish. I love those double flopper shafts, by the way. I haven't talked about that much on the channel, but the double flopper has become kind of a game changer for me after doing those African pompano trips and spearfishing a lot more this summer. I've had a noticeable difference in the number of fish I've been able to keep that otherwise would have tore out without the double flopper. You notice like fish where it's stuck in their gut and stuff, and or only one of the floppers is engaged, etc. See how the snot got a lot worse on this spot though, and I shoot at a fish, just totally whiff it. I had honestly not expected the snot to be this bad on that first dive, and I had to go recover that shaft, which was annoying. But the surface, it wasn't bad, and then you get down and the snot's pretty terrible. I didn't even go all the way to bottom that time because I was just like, ew, there's so much snot. But now I kind of know what's there. I know it's coming. So, taking a bit more of an educated dive here. See those giant snot particles? Look at that. Boom. It's like gross. It's like I'm swimming in, I don't even know, kind of syrup. The water was warm too, like piss warm. So, you know, it kind of was like swimming in like warm, syrupy, sugary water substance, like lemonade maybe. Like, oh no, because lemonade's too close to pee. I don't know what it was. Anyway, down here on the reef, scratching, grunting. I want the fish to come really close to me because the snot makes it hard to gauge the distance and like where he's moving and all that stuff. And plug one. Head on up. And the thing with snot is the visibility is actually good. Like, it's just as good as it was on the first spot. It's just there's all this stuff, like, occluding it. And that's what the snot was doing. You can see here, my fish is struggling. Shark comes to say hello. And we take another dive. I love these like 60 to 75 foot dives because I have no idea what to say on the way down when I'm narrating them. It's like very peaceful. The deeper dives, I'll just speed through it. I'll just put it on 2x speed so you guys don't have to sit there waiting for me to say something and just staring at blue the whole time. But these dives, it's like it's not long enough where I feel like I have to speed it up. It's not short enough where I like can't say something on the way down. It's always fun figuring out what to say. Stalking this thing like an expert. Now I missed. Whoops. That's the nice thing about the pole spear though, and why I love using it to hunt mangoes. Is like you don't get a shaft stuck. You don't have to reload. You miss and you just shoot again, baby. Yeah, the pole spear has really grown on me this summer. I love that thing. New spot. Figuring out what's going on. But yeah, as I was saying about the pole spear, I just think it's such a good tool to figure out how good of a hunter you really are. The fish have to be really close. You have to be really aware of when it is that you want to shoot, because if you load that thing the second you get down and just grip it and just hold it preloaded the whole time, you're gonna run out of oxygen really fast because you're using all that forearm strength to keep the pole spear tensioned. You also have to figure out how to hide this 10-foot thing and make it not look super unnatural. You have to move with it. All these things. It makes hunting so much more of a challenge, and it shows you how good you really are. Nice mango there. Boom. First dive on the new spot. A little bit less snot, but still kind of snotty. And got me another mango for the tacos. I actually didn't make tacos with these. I was lazy. I just pan fried them. Got my fish here. Coming on up. Another shark. You can kind of see him. Boom.
Did you get one?
Went to Walmart. What was that?
It's out of stock online.
Well, we got it like probably a month ago.
Yeah, so that was us going to another spot, enjoying those, like, the Publix Italian sandwiches, I think they're called. I have no idea what they're called. Just, like, anything from Publix is good, though. That's what we always bring on the boats. So, we're getting down there. We're hanging out. And this spot is crazy. Look at all these fish. And they're all big, too. Like, all these fish are way bigger than the ones I've already shot. And the ones I've already shot are, like, good fish. They're, like, 18 inchers at least. Like, around 18 inches. Anyway, get down, sit right in that fire coral. Really good for the hands, good for the wetsuit, good for the skin. And just admiring how many fish there are. Getting kind of, puppy feverish, and so I missed that first one. I did a lot of missing today.
Oh, this spot's awesome. There's so many big, huge mangoes.
Yeah, Evan got a nice one right here, so I'm going to recover it. But yeah, I did do quite a bit of missing in this video. I'm sorry about that. I'll do better next time, team. Although the next like 7 or 8 videos are already recorded, so I don't think I do a lot of missing in the next 7 or 8 videos, so that's good. That's a good thing. Anyway, on the way down again for another banger of a dive. Heading down, and like this spot, I can't express to you how many fish were on it. It was like, I don't know, almost 1,000 mangoes just on this rock. Just everywhere. And they, like, after the first dive, there were a little bit less. They were like they had flicked into the rock, but they were still just so many fish just everywhere. That was Evan shooting. That sound you just heard, the gunk. That wasn't a good imitation of a spear gun going off. That hogfish might have been legal. Probably not, though. It was a female. So, let it swim off. That's probably the exact thought I had underwater, too. Oh, big shark. Look at that. Slow-mo. Boom. Alright, heading up. That's one where you just head up. He comes that close, he sneaks up on you like that, you give him the win and you get out of there. Alright, so, another dive, same spot. Shark has not been seen in a couple dives, so confidence is up. The club is bumping. I don't know, man. I just want to fish. I missed the last fish. Evan shot a nice fish on this spot. So I'm getting down, and you see how many fish there are, man? Like, look at this. Just everywhere. All those little specks are like 20-inch mangoes. Get down. See a real nice one. Boom. Blast him. He freaks out. You know it's a big one when it kicks up dust. Mangoes don't kick up dust, man. They're not normally big enough to do that. That's a grouper thing. But this guy kicked. And kicked good. Because if it kicked up dust, that means it got to the bottom and it had a tail that... Oh, there's the shark again. It had a tail that was powerful enough to do some damage. Look at the size of that thing. Boom.
You recording now?
There we go. That's a grown one. That's what we're looking for.
I don't know why that one was there. I think it was like for...
Big heifer. Changing up spots now. Now we're at a place that you all Hopefully, if you've been subscribed to the channel for a while, you remember this place. The pipes, the tanks, if you will. Did pretty much the first 20 videos of this channel at this spot. This is where I shot my PB gag. Yet to be broken because the year after I shot my PB gag, they shortened the season. Looking up in this pipe, there's a nice mango in here, like a big one. So I wait for him to kind of turn a little bit. Boom, plug him. And you'll see, you get kind of surprised by how big they are in the pipes. That is not the smallest of the day by far. Even though we're in, 10 miles more inshore than where we were before, and in only 25 feet of water, you don't expect them to be that big. That's a nice one. He was joking about that being a nice shot. That was a terrible shot, right in the fillet. Alright, getting down, looking for some more mangoes, looking to have fun, shooting more tacos, and then I look up and look at these two guys. Yummy. And I whiff. Yeah, that is painful. The title of that clip is just the word pain.
I just missed a giant cobia. Matt's got a bull shark. It's gonna get in the anchor line. Oh, it's way in the anchor line. You see the anchor line? It's around the anchor line. Matt, you have to come to the front.
Alright, that's all I got for today. We did lose that bull shark, as it says in the bottom. That cobia clip still haunts me. That was horrible. Great day out with Henry. Great to be on the boat with Dale finally. It was a good trip. We're towing that boat with the 1500, by the way. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Zach recording out. Peace.
Alright, we just got out of the water. Got the boat on the trailer with the little truck. Look at that. Got a 1500 on this big boat. Pulled it up out of the water. Yeah, Dale's truck did work.
Ben's wild rice. Couldn't even work.
We got everybody's here. We're exhausted. It's 5:30 and we are gonna head in, do some filleting, eat some fish, and we'll see you in the next video.